today, everybody just loves dogs.
It's true. It's just like very lighthearted and makes you kind of feel okay about everything.
Hey humans, I'm Amanda Montel, and this is The Dirty Word, where sex and language get it on. Today I have a very special guest for a very special topic, Maddie Sensibile.
Hi!
Thank you so much for being here on The Dirty Word.
Of course, Amanda. I'm very excited to make my debut.
Yes, thank you for coming. So, I have brought Maddie here because she is fluent in a new internet language that has cropped up recently, a language that I do not speak. I've actually heard you speaking it around the office, like a word here and there. Yeah, I thought it was just kind of like a personal quirk, but an NPR article came out the other week explaining that this is actually a systematic lexicon that is being used by hundreds and thousands of people across the internet. I'll get into the words in a bit. It's called DoggoLingo, and it's the adorable new way that people are talking about dogs on the internet.
And now it's coming into real life.
Yes, let's get into some of the lingo in this language. So as this linguist named Gretchen McCullough in the NPR article describes, it's a very noun-heavy lingo, and words that exist in it are things like doggo, pupper, pupperino, floof, blep, blem,
bork.
As you can tell, these words are kind of like relentlessly cute. As McCullough pointed out, a lot of them have these like adorable suffixes like o and eno. A lot of them are kind of onomatopoeia words. They're words that you would use kind of to talk to a dog, except now grown adult humans are using these words to talk to one another. So this lingo has become a little bit more popular in the past like 2 or 3 years, and a lot of what has made it so popular are these internet groups. These groups on Facebook and Twitter and Reddit. One of these groups is dog spotting, where people post photos of dogs, not their dogs and not of them, of dogs that they see on the street, along with one of these like adorable gushing captions. Yes. It would be someone like maybe posting a golden retriever with a bandana they see in the park and saying like, oh, pupperino, who's such a good boy. Like, obviously I don't speak this language.
Doggo does a Americana.
Yes, there you go. Doggo does a Americana. Who thinks he's such a good boy? Bork.
My personal favorite is Doggo's Doing Things Instagram account. So it's like a photo of a dog, just probably from like various celeb dog Instagrams, and then there's a completely ridiculous caption in DoggoLingo.
Another part of what makes DoggoLingo so appealing, particularly right now, is because in the current political climate, we're all just being inundated with news and politics in our news feeds, and this is just kind of like this positive oasis on the internet. Unlike a lot of niche internet groups, there's no negativity, there's no snarkiness, it's just inclusive, no matter your politics, no matter your background, no matter your gender. Speaking of gender, it's interesting because even though there are these like really cutesy words talking about dogs, everybody uses them. It's not just like teenage girls, it's grown men.
And even in the memes and things, like the dogs aren't even gendered, which is really interesting.
Yeah, that's
You're just
super
a
interesting.
doggo or a pupper.
So I am not a fluent speaker of DoggoLingo. A lot of it I know from this NPR article, but as with any language, you can't just learn it from a book, from an online article. You have to talk with another fluent speaker.
Yes.
So that's why we have Maddie here. When did you first start speaking DoggoLingo?
So my brother and I, Evan, we have this constant Instagram DM of memes. We just communicate in memes. Most of them are dog related, of course. They're usually from a Schnauzer account because we own Schnauzers, but then a little while back, he started to send me ones from this Doggo's Doing Things account, and I just died.
So you said your favorite word is floof.
Yeah, so I have Ruby and Ralphie, mini Schnauzers, light of my life.
Bless.
And I like to call them floofs a lot, and this started, I think I started using it probably before I was aware of DoggoLingo, but floof is just, instead of fluff or fluffy dog, you call them a floof. and it's probably the best thing
It
ever.
is like Dr. Seuss. It's
Yeah.
just playing with vowels, making things cuter, slapping a suffix on it
Yeah.
to make it adorable.
I really just want to start the Pup Spotter Instagram account. My
Do it.
side hustle.
Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, if this trend, and there are hundreds of thousands of people following this, I mean, there's nowhere to go but up.
Yes.
There's nowhere to go but pup.
Oh, there we go.
So, in order for me to practice a little
Yes.
bit more DoggoLingo, we're gonna play a little game. I have accumulated 5 adorable doggo photos from the
Perfect.
internet, and the first 3 you're going to caption in DoggoLingo.
Okay.
And then the second 2, I'm gonna try to do
Okay.
it. Okay. So
Challenge.
let me pull up the dog photos. First, we have this.
Oh gosh. So this is like ultimate corgi cuteness. Mr. Korg does a loaf.
Amazing. Yes, this dog looks 12 out of 10 like a loaf. Next one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wow, this dog is actually really small. So, sometimes small is spelled S-M-O-L. Small doggo is doing a French because it's wearing a striped shirt, and it's really reminding me of a Breton striped shirt.
So this isn't a floof?
No, I would call that a pupperino.
Okay, that makes sense. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think I read in the NPR piece that this particular tongue, like a sleepy dog with a little bit of tongue, is called a blop.
That is probably true. Yeah, I would say Mr. Floof does a nap. Blep. Or like heckin' doggo does a sleep.
I love how your verb in all of these is like does
Yeah, it's always like does a thing.
I think I read in the NPR piece that this tongue action is called
lick.
a mlem.
Mlem? Okay.
Mlem, yeah. So what about Mrs. Floof does her morning mlem? Parentheses, that kibble was deliciourino.
Perfect.
Great. And then we have one more.
Dachshund's my favorite.
Okay. Would this be like small wears a sweater, dogs can't knit?
Thanks, human.
Yeah.
That would be like small hot doggo.
Oh yeah, small hot doggo needs a bun.
That's perfect.
The other thing I read is that the doggo, the O suffix, might come from Australian, because normally when Americans abbreviate words, we just cut it right off. Like when we abbreviation, we say abreve, whereas an Australian would say abrevo.
Interesting.
Like abrevar. The theory is that the Australians are responsible for the original term doggo.
That's interesting.
Well, Maddie, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of The Dirty Word.
Of course.
I can't recall a more positive episode.
Any chance to talk about pupperinos, I'm here.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Dirty Word, and if you're into this DoggoLingo, post a photo of a dog you spot in the street, or
It doesn't have to be your own.
it doesn't have to be your own. Post any photo of a dog on Facebook and tag Wifey TV. We'll like all your doggo posts. Caption it something cute. It'll be great. So yeah, we'll see you next time. And remember, stay dirty.
Doggo does a trick. You had me fooled, friendo.